coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to. People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I'm truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. See, I'm not an attorney. I don't know everything. What I learned how to do was go out, work hard, get paid, come home, pay my bills, take care of my family. That part. The legal side, when you hire attorneys and managers and agents, they're supposed to make sure the gray area over there that they're in the driver's seat for, they're supposed to make sure you're taken care of. And even though they were taking care of themselves, they thought very little of taking care of me.
And that's what they do. So that's why you have to audit these people. They think they can't be. An attorney can be audited. A company can be audited. A record label can be audited. Whoever you have working for you, especially an accountant, can be audited and be brought to show receipts and prove where every single dime of your money went, if you signed off on it or not, all of that stuff. And you should also be taking account your own self, your own notes about what's being spent. You should also have something set up where you can go back and do a paper trail within your own account. You don't just turn your accounts over to these people. Yes, they have to have access to certain things, but it should be upon your approval. You know, not everybody knows that, and everybody's aware, and they be so into their craft and into their art that they don't take that into consideration. But I'm the type of person that does. I don't know. I'm just like that. But yeah. They'll get you.
Oh, because I've seen it with my own eyes. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're gonna have to give up my coins.
And you know what?
And so
and that's just what Drake talking about. Give that man his fucking coins. That's all he wants is his money. And he better hope they don't get child. You see how you see? Doing
now is whatever is necessary to make sure they pay me for the legacy of my life, for my children and my grandchildren. They're going to have to give me my money.
And this is what I mean,
when you sit back and think Bruno Mars, Dr. Dre, when you think about all these people that have sampled music, if they're filthy rich on it, what's our problem? Or my problem?
They are the few. While the many that don't like in your same position that don't know or whatever have you like that, this is what happens to them. And you have so many artists out there, some of them more disgruntled than her. She's that this woman was a very religious woman, you know what I'm saying, a believer, you know what I'm saying, in the Almighty, and those are the ones that's always under attack, spiritually and otherwise. But it's so funny to me how this keeps, sorry y'all about the flip, this keeps coming up, as far as like the whole UMG thing is concerned. Universal Music is always some shit, child. Piper gotta be paid sometime though. Everybody gotta,
Oh yeah. So you got to get a diesel crew, and I call them a diesel crew, to go in and rectify the issue, because evidently all the time that I've been working through things, they didn't get. I'll tell them on my live, please.
Why keep getting cut off?
Okay.
Wow.
Give me your phone. I'm sorry. So, just to be clear, I can't say it over live. Give me your phone. I just want everybody, come on, Journey, I'm on the line. My granddaughter trying to help me, and she's slow as Christmas. Your thing went off. Anyway, go get from Shayna. Yeah. So with that being said, shout out to Van Silk. I know you didn't know this was coming, but I had to be transparent. I would try to take as many questions as I can. Let me see. The music industry is horrible. When they tell you that, it's not a straight line, I've been one to kind of play fair. I stay out of harm's way.
They don't play fair.
I can't avoid trouble always, because I'll tell you this, no matter who we hook up with and how we hook up, they're always going to make it confrontational when it doesn't suit their liking. But I don't care about that. I got to pass all of that. But everybody that works hard for 50 years should be able to retire in peace, should be able to sit back without looking for your money. So I got a team of people, a diesel crew, that's really trying to help me navigate things. And if I never get it, at least you heard it from me, because I don't know what they might do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me.
My.
Okay?
Rest in peace, Angie.
All the money they owe me. It's ridiculous that someone has played with my life and my career for this long, for their own benefit. I mean, have you no conscience? There's a special place.
That's exactly what they lack. Conscience. What they lack. Okay? They lack integrity. Okay? Is what they lack. They lack so much. You know what I'm saying? They have no morals or principles. So when you have someone like an Angie Stone, and she's going in this thing with her heart and her soul to a soulless industry, you understand what I'm saying? That they don't care about anything, and the only thing that they worship is power and money. Then you're going to be faced with these type of things, and all kinds of, should I say, like, things will be attacking you on different levels, on your cellular level, physically. They have so many people in place, and so many pockets is being greased and lined, that they don't care about the person. They don't care about how they're going after one of God's own, very own, and thinking that they're not going to never have to pay, but they will eventually.
Place in hell, just like my girl Selena said, for people like that. There's a brick wall waiting out there for hard heads. And I promise you, God said, touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. So even in this hour, I'm going to pray for you, because I know that God said that he will fight my battles if I would just endure to the end. So I'm definitely going to get that. And I don't want nobody to be upset with me. I don't care what they think about me.
That's right.
I just want people to know that when you get in this industry, there are so many twists and turns. And even though you have the Almighty God with you, they still gonna try you.
Yes.
Because just because I believe in God don't mean they believe in God.
Just because you have the Almighty just because they're gonna mess with you anyway. Say, let's see how powerful your God is. They're gonna test not you. Ooh, is a word coming to me? They're going to test God, and they're going to test your faith. Oh, they're going to dangle all kind of baubles and jewels and stuff in front of your face and see if you take the bait. Can we get her to come over to this side? And they couldn't. And so if they can't, they're going to move you. Oh, that's a word. Charles, it's still Sunday?
They don't believe in God. So they think I'm a fool and a bunch of other people because we love hard, we give hard, we go, but it don't mean we stupid.
That's right.
Okay. Well, on that note, look, guys, I'm going to take a break. I just wanted to share with you guys. If you got any questions, let me see. Are you open to working with Absolutely. I got a project I'm working on right now. And I'm just in a good way because with having a number one single. Oh Lord, did I do something?
You sure did, lady.
Take it back. With having a new single that's climbing up the charts at number one territorial wise, I really think I'm back. And now they're gonna make me go in like a turbo boost. I'm a beast. The next album, you ain't gonna be able to handle it because now that I have my capacity to breathe and do everything, I'm going in the studio with a vengeance.
Oh, man.
And I can surely tell you, we've already got the title of the album worked out, and I'm gonna try to have it done by the end of January.
My God. And you know what? Sometimes, okay, let me tell you something, y'all. Sometimes social media, right? Technology, things of that nature could be so great, right? It can be great. It can be amazing, right? And then sometimes it's just somebody on the other side of that screen that can't stand you, that's watching you, that's plotting, that's praying against you, that's doing whatever, but yet they steady watching you and they fishing and they getting information. You see how this woman just said? Do you see how she just stated that she was ready to go in there? She was in beast mode, ready to go in there and do what she had to do. And give y'all an album. Probably it could have been her next one, her last one, but it probably would have been an absolutely incredible and amazing one. Do you see how she said and prophesied? Now this happened in December. She did this live in December. And she said, but hopefully she wanted done by January. Right? So she done got through that because she just passed. Got through February. So she could have been getting ready to release. And then look what happened. Look what the freak done happened. Child. I'm so sorry this happened to you, Angie Stone. As I really would have liked to heard what you had. You know what I'm saying?
Of not before. But it's going to be a beast. I'm going to, I had to remember how dope I was back in the day.
I know
when we did
right.
Black Diamond, we did Mahogany. So I'm going back to that, Angie. Because that was the one that told it like it was. And so now I see I'm posturing in a position where I got to tell it like it is.
Yes.
And that's why I'm telling on Universal. And all the people that y'all work with me, y'all know who you are. You've been spotted. You've been seen. Your worth is useless to me now because I've seen the data. That's all I'm going to say.
She seen, not only has she seen the data, you have exposed your hand. I had to tell somebody that the other day that came when when the enemy was sent after me. I had to tell that person, and this person is supposed to be so religious. They stay in church, but messy as hell. And try to mess up my good day and things that I was doing that are positive for myself and because I work from home and I'm a creative, so when I'm in that space I can't be bothered with. That's why I don't really have people around me I can't be bothered with like that. And here go the enemy, here go this man with his messiness. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I said. Oh my God, ain't that a word?
And I hope
he showed me his hand, and try to use someone that passed away that I love so much and I always cherished, that was always there for me, my grandmother, against me, and I said, this is so crazy to me because now as I'm sitting here and I'm writing, like my thoughts are supposed to be focused on what I'm doing. And they somewhere else with these evil little seeds that he just planted. I tried to ignore him. He called, and this is from one of my uncles. He called and I ignored his call. He kept calling, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to use my phone to do what I'm doing while I'm writing and stuff like that. I'm going back and researching and doing stuff. And all you see is his shit popping up. I'm like, yo, what the freak does he want? So I text him, like, to get him off my back so I could finish working. And he come with all of this. Oh my God! And it's a distraction. It's a distraction from greatness. You know what I'm saying? I could toot my own horn on that. I'm a hell of a writer, but the shit is crazy. The shit is so crazy. And like I said, the enemy will come to you in all shapes and forms. It could come in the form of your family. It could come in the form of somebody you don't know. It could come in the form of somebody. Oh, we could help you with your career. You got a team together, and that same team that you think is supposed to be a team for you, like she said, they'll be working against you and trying to sabotage you every chance they freaking get. So you got to know when to let them go. You got to know when to drop them. I dropped you. Oh, child. If you knew it, so easily and so quickly. Okay, I done blocked my uncle. He has no more access to me because, and the thing about me, not everybody is perceptive like that. I see shit coming from a mile of fucking way, and I just sit there and I'll let you reach me. It's just so I can tell you, get the fuck out of my face. Oh, excuse me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you get there close enough just so I can tell you that. Like, bye. Like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? I spotted from a mile away. So, yeah, this is so unfortunate that this has happened to this woman.
To God, you enjoyed spending every dime you took because you're going to give it back one of these days. All right, on that note, he's wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, when I get back on here later on today, all I'm doing is allowing you guys to know that the products that I told you we would have for Thanksgiving, we're ready to roll out. So we can actually start sending packages out. I'm going to start bringing some of the...
She was doing her thing. I'm going to stop it right there, because I got to go and I got things to do in my day. But, yeah, I'm going to stop it right here. This is so crazy, though. You see what I'm saying?